There we go. That's a little bit of Cosmic Ninja there with Yeah Right from released on their self-titled EP back in May. And having played the other two tracks off the EP and receiving a lovely email from these guys, I had to play the last track. So that was Yeah Right. And these guys will be heading back into the studio at the end of the year to record new music for 2020. So apparently you'll watch this space. Right, well, good evening and welcome to the second hour of the PM Down Radio Show. My name is still Stuart Clack-Lewis. We're still live and exclusive on Hasham FM. And we have had a cracking first hour, haven't we?
We have.
But don't worry, because the second hour is going to be just as good. What do we have in the second hour? Well, we just had some Cosmic Ninja. We got some Crystal Tides, Covasettes, CityLightz, Gaffa Tape Sandy, Patronus, Floorboards, Mirelli, and a little bit of Night House to see out the show. I'm also still joined in the studio by eSport Massives, Grace and Danger. Hey! How are we doing?
Good. Had a nice little chill break.
Yes, a little bit of fresh air.
Almost got cold.
Yes.
Then I came here.
Yes, then you came back in the studio and it's like an oven.
Yeah.
No, we have to ask you a quick question before I allow you to play, if that's okay.
Oh, yes.
The rules don't change, unfortunately, for the second hour. But it's a nice, easy question. Who are your influences?
So, me personally, I'm quite heavily influenced by the old blues sort of stuff. So, B.B. King, Hendrix, Stevie Ray Vaughan, and also some modern stuff ranging to Joe Bonamassa, Gary Clark Jr., and even a little touch of Metallica sometimes. So, it's quite a vast range of music. Yes. Aidan, who are you?
This is such a difficult question. I mean, I don't know. As a drummer, I don't know. I mean, I've always been massively into Keith Moon from The Who. He was a really cool, really visual drummer. Steve Jordan was a real great of mine. Obviously Buddy Rich, classic. But I mean, musically, I listen to just about everything. So it's kind of, the keyboard player and I, Tom, just been back from Love Supreme. We saw some incredible music over there. So yeah, just always listening to new music and sort of seeing what's out there.
Yeah, and mixing it up a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
You want to say anything, Tom?
Mainly just anything 70s, like funk, disco. Like Stevie Wonder, I guess, is probably my favourite artist, I guess. Maybe like Billy Joel and Elton John.
Yeah.
Like that kind of.
Yeah, I've been listening to loads of Elton John actually recently.
Yeah.
After watching Rocket
Phil,
Man.
Yeah, the film's really good.
Still yet to watch that.
Anything 70s, really funk, disco.
Anything with a groove.
Yeah, basically.
Go on, Gary, you're influence.
I don't know, I think I might be the odd one out here.
So.
Slayer. It's all me. I taught myself.
No,
I love stuff like punk, mainly metal, but I don't know. Literally
You bring
anything.
in the angsty teenager vibe, don't you? We have to have we have to have an element of that.
Yeah, so I'll provide that. I'll provide the angst
There we go.
and the average bass playing. I can do that.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, on that note, what I will do is I'll pass it over to you for your next track then.
Yes, so this is a cover of a John Martin song, which is one of my most favourite ones. We performed this recently at the John Martin Gathering, which takes place every year in North Yorkshire in a hall called Hackforth Hall in Hackforth Village. And it's just a beautiful gathering of people who love John Martin's music, and they just sit there and play it. And this is how we met John, 3 years ago. And, we just sort of became friends and through his music. So this is us paying sort of homage to John. This is Angeline.
Did you hear me singing and crying your name in the hall smart light? It really don't matter if you leave in the morning. It really don't matter if you're here out alone. It really don't matter if you take her to another. It really don't matter if you leave me alone. Angeline, did you hear I've been drinking? Oh, Angeline, did you hear how I cry? Angeline, oh, tell me what were you thinking? You saw me playing on gold moonlight. It really don't matter if you leave in the morning. It really don't matter if you never come home. It really don't matter if you take to another. It really don't matter if you never go. It's Angelina, I don't want to be lonely. Oh, Angelina, please stay tonight. Oh, Angelina, I don't want with your trouble. Angelina, with your hair shining bright. Oh, Angelina, if you talk about struggle, oh, Angelina, please stay tonight. 'Cause it really don't matter if you leave in the morning. It really don't matter if you never come home. It really don't matter if you take to another. It really don't matter if you leave me alone. It's
outstanding.
It's a bit emotional.
Absolutely outstanding. Fantastic, guys. We're going to get you back in around about 15-20 minutes, if that's all right. For more of the same. Awesome, fantastic. Grace and Danger, absolutely outstanding. We're going to get those back in around about 10-15 minutes. In the meantime, let's have some another brand new track. This next one comes from Crystal Tides, due to release this Friday on the 12th of July. What do I love about Crystal Tides music? Well, just about everything. They've never heard a bad track from these guys, and now they're just about to release Thunder. And once they come up with an absolute slice of summer-sounding indie perfection, they're fantastic live as well, aren't they? Absolutely fantastic. Go and check these guys out. Crystal Tides. This is their brand new track released on Friday. Go and, when it comes out on Friday, make sure you stream it, whatever you need to do. But this is Thunder.
Golden trims and velvet things I can't be bothered about you. 'Cause from the corner I'm watching you, I like you were there. All my stories unfold from you. And I've been telling them since 17. Of ocean color scene, and I was saying, hey, you can't be taking my thunder. Hey, your mouth is uttering my words. Hey, you can't be taking my thunder. Hey, your mouth is uttering my words. Vocal cues and hand gestures, this is all just too much. Short tells you told about things you don't know. I wonder when might this stop? You're not even a real fan. You think Nirvana's a t-shirt brand. And I was saying, hey, you can't be taking my thunder. Hey, your mouth is uttering my words. Hey, you can't be taking my thunder. Hey, your mouth is uttering my words. And I was saying, oh, 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 golden trims and velvet things I can't be bothered about you.